the summer holidays, it's hard to keep the kids entertained. Prices are so expensive. Everybody's talking about inflation, talking about the Ukraine crisis causing the price of bread. Basically, inflation is real. I cannot pretend that it's not affected most of us. It has. So I've come up with some very smart ways that I have used over the years. Having kids across different age groups, I have to make sure that we keep on top of a great budget. Most of what you're going to see are ideas and things that you can implement. It will cost you almost nothing. That's the whole idea. Fun kids activities for the summer holidays that will cost you little or nothing. Yeah, look for a book. So the first activity I'll talk about that is really handy during the summer holidays and with rising cost is a trip down the library. Every locality, every council has a local library, and if you are registered around, you can just go in there, pop anytime you want and borrow some books. It is not only cheap, it's a very positive way to get the kids reading more, taking time in activities, and they have other play groups as well. So just go on your council website, do some research, and thank me later. What books are those?
They're biographies. This one's about the creator of Nike.
Okay.
And then this one is Kevin Keegan, a footballer, ex-footballer for Liverpool.
Oh, okay. The next one is our good old reliable park. I think every parent with kids, young, old, because they're once young, has been to a park. But what I love about going to a park is the simplicity and the fact that it's free of charge. In some places in the world, like in third world countries, you need to pay to have access to this. Just to think that in your local area, you can check, and most areas have got a local park. If you don't know, just check it out online or just walk around with the kids. In the summer, it's great because all your kids across all age groups will find something to do in a nearby park. But please, parents, supervise the kids while they're out and about. And let's go to point number 3. But in the meantime, let's just enjoy this seesaw. Woo! Or is it a horsey? Well, whatever it is, all the kids had a fantastic time. The next one I'm going to share with you guys is something that I have only done this year because my kids before now were never really bothered. But I just found it impossible to go to book them swimming sessions because it's not only full, it's expensive. But this is free. You just go get a blow up garden pool. They start from about 15 to 35 pounds. You don't need a big one because you need water to fill it up. So just get an average size depending on your kids' ages and they'll have a marvelous time just like this. And you see this slide? That's our little girl's invention. Talk about genius move, hey? I know where she's got this from. Well, let's go to point number 4. This point number 3, please, in the summer holidays, make sure that you try this because every year you just bring out the same pool and you don't spend any more money. I don't know about you, but my kids love to watch movies. They love to go to the cinemas. But guess what? We are a family of 6 and I've got 4 kids. If you do the maths, it'll cost me a fortune to go watch a movie once a week. We're talking about 45 pounds, including mine, because a parent has to go with them. So it's not really a cheap way to entertain them. But guess what? What we do is we just get these movies either on Disney, you pay for the subscription, or you can go for Sky Movies in the summer holidays and cancel it later because that will be just the cost of going out once. On Netflix, so there are loads of ways that you can watch new movies with the kids and even get the snacks included for a fraction of the cost. Look at how cozy that the kids made the night look like with the LED lights and all. Honestly, make use of what you've got at home. Thank me later and try this. Movie night in, everybody on the sofa. Oh my God, it's boiling in the UK. In fact, this summer has been one of the hottest since records started. I don't really know if this is true because they say this all the time. But anyway, let's just believe that it's been the hottest, and I think it has been. I don't remember it being so hot for a long time. So what do? Have loads of ice lollies, don't we? They don't come cheap. With a family like mine, the kids can have 2-3 each. And an average cost for a nice lolly is about 50 pence. Let's do the maths. In a week, you're talking about 15 pounds. Why do you want to spend all that when you can make it healthy? I just have these popsicles, these ice lolly trays. They're very cheap to buy. They cost about, say, £3. And then I just put in, this was like leftover orange juice. My little girl has orange juice. She just has some and leaves the pack. And I just thought, why would I put this to waste? So I put that, it freezes up, and it's just orange juice. Sometimes we do blended fruits, smoothies, and all sorts. It's not only healthy, it is cost effective, and they get involved with doing it. Bingo. I can't think of anything better. Thank me later.
Is that for your painting?
Yeah.
Can you see that smile? Yes, I can. That's a smile and a very, very happy face. So we try to get them to do crafts. And one thing they all love doing is painting. And not only painting, this is just the only time I could take this picture. They do other crafts like making beads. Those are all cheap ways and ways that make them bond. Use that imagination similar to painting, stamping. Think about a craft or think about a hobby that they can use in the later lives. Because trust me, since we've had this paint brushes, their attention spans have increased, especially the little girl who is 3 and starts school. So these are ways that they can do it at home. And look at the canvas used. It's just a cardboard paper. Practical, but does the job. Again, I'm here to make you save money. Did somebody say it was hot? Yes, it is hot. Look at the sunshine on the water. Does that make you feel good? It releases all sorts of endorphins, makes you feel a lot better, more relaxed and stress-free. That's what the beach does, not me, not my voice. Anyway, this is a good way to spend time in the summer holidays, absolutely free. But there's a caveat to this. The caveat is you might need to drive a while to get there. So just plan your journey and think that sometimes taking the train might be cheaper or driving. But trust me, if you go to the beach, it's free to get in. So you can go spend the whole day there. And while you're there, please minimize what you spend when you go and eat out. And listen to the next few tips and it'll tell you how to avoid spending more when you go to the beach. Yummy, yummy pancakes in my tummy. I want some. Anyway, next point. We have been doing a lot of activities like you've seen in the video, but it's time to take the holidays one step further for the kids. During the summer holidays, kids expect to go away. So a way to save money is to combine with families because inflation is real. A holiday in the UK currently for a week in the UK, not going abroad, a staycation like in a caravan or like a hotel, it's about 1,500 before you think about feeding. So this is normally a week's holiday that we got in a good deal. If another trick is you can go on like Facebook Marketplace and look for last minute cancellations. You can get a good deal and then combine. This trick is really good for next year, for this year. You can combine holidays. When you see a caravan, for example, that sleeps 8 or 10 and you've got 3-4 kids with your partner, that's 5. So you can combine 2 families and instead of spending 1,000, you can spend 500. So we're doing something like that. A sister has kindly invited me, so we are going together for a 4 nights away. So I'm just making pancakes now. Instead of us going to spend money sandwiches as we head out, we'll just have our own pancake at home, fill the kids' tummies up well, and then we can maybe have dinner there. Again, it's self-catering. So we'll be cooking a lot of our meals ourselves. Those are ways that you can save money if you've got a large family to beat inflation during this period. So I'll see you guys in a separate vlog. I'll show you all about my holiday adventures. We're going to North Wales, very close to Snowdonia. So there'll be a lot of fun and I'll keep you guys informed and I'll take you guys along. But for the purpose of this video to beat inflation, look at the next step that we do once we're on holidays to reduce those unnecessary costs. And I'll see you in the next point. Let me have my pancakes first. I think that by far the most expensive thing lately for families during the summer is the cost of fuel. In fact, fuel prices using the consumer price index has risen to record high in July of 191.53 pence per litre and diesel reaching 199.05 pence. Honestly, this just means that for filling a tank it's gonna by almost £10. So please, before we take those unnecessary journeys to the shops and back, just think that you can walk with the kids. That's another way to save, to keep fit, and also think about train journeys. They might be expensive, don't get me wrong, but the way you can save with train journeys, ask me how. Buy a family rail card. It cost my family of 6 return to Wales with a rail card, everything together, £60 from Chester. That is a lot cheaper than driving. It would have cost us slightly more with the hassle and the extra pollution. Think environment, think being friendly, think being green. Anyway, next point I've talked about well enough. We're on holiday. Like I said to you before, we are going for a joint family vacation with my sister who's got 4 kids, and this caravan sleeps 8 to 10, so we fitted right in. This is what inflation has cost. We need to save money. But that's not the point here. The point here is if you can eat in. Prepare your meals yourself if possible. You can always go out once in a week, but we did a lot of our home prep. We took meals from the freezer, and since it was self-catering, we could cook the most delicious, hearty meals at home with dessert, and it cost us little or nothing. Eating out with a big family, we're talking average £70-80 for everybody. That is not sustainable if it's not an all-inclusive holiday. I feel like I'm becoming some sort of professional baker now. We've been doing a lot of baking. I feel like this is not just a cheap way to have snacks, but it's a fantastic bonding exercise, a session, get all the kids involved. They love to always nibble on this, on that. They love cookies, they love biscuits, they love cakes. We do a lot of baking. To make the amount of cookies I made here, we made chocolate chip cookies. I probably spent about less than £2 for all the ingredients. Just plain flour, eggs, some butter, some chocolate chip cookies. I know there was some gas used, but with what it did, the bonding, the time spent, and the fact that you know what is going into what you're having, I wouldn't ask for anything better. So we bake a lot of our own snacks at home. Just keep them in a tin like this. They tasted beautiful. I promise this is not meant to make you feel hungry. We just know kids, right? In the summer, they like to eat. And the cost of food is another big part of our increased cost during the holidays. So for people who usually have free meals, for example, in school, during the summer holidays, they definitely suffer the fact that they have to feed the kids 3 times a day, sometimes 4, sometimes 5. And one thing I've learned is a typical lunch when you go to eat out, even if it's just a sandwich, an average price of the most simple ham sandwich is about £1.10. That's actually the cost of a loaf of bread. So when we're going for, this is 2-in-1, talking about making your own sandwiches yourself when you're going out. And the second point is we go for a lot of picnics. 1, it's an activity. 2, the picnics, the part of food, we just pack our own food at home. We look for fruits, we look for drink, water, cordial. We don't go overboard. Will not cost anywhere close to you going to your near corner shop and buying these sandwiches to take with you. So please bear that in mind. It'll save you a ton. Thank me later as usual. We enjoying our picnic, and this here brings us to the end of this video. I hope you found these points helpful. Never mind how the kids look, they were having a lovely time. We all did. Look at the weather, warm and beautiful. They had the sandwiches, and while they were eating, I did a lot of walking. I have put on a ridiculous amount of weight, and I'm trying to burn it off, and that's what I discuss on my channel sometimes. So I just went round in circles in this big field while the kids ate, played. We all made the day and the time count. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. It's been long, but I hope it's been helpful. I hope you've learned a thing or two, and please share in the comment section if you've implemented any of this and if I've missed anything out. And if content like this chats, helpful tips, my weight loss journey, as well as day-to-day family vlogs interest you, please consider subscribing to the channel. And thanks for watching, and give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this, share to other parents, and have a fantastic summer holiday. Bye bye.